My name is Dark Doll, and today is Freeform Dreadlock Talk. Freeform Dreadlock Talk is a show where I share with you the experience I've had with having freeform dreadlocks for over 20 years. I think it will be 21 years next month. And I'll share with you my experience with the freeform dreadlocks, having them on my head, and how society interacts with me. And also, I like to hear what you have to say about your freeform dreadlock journey. And occasionally I'll share a story or two that I've found or some news as far as freeform dreadlock goes. So, for instance, I have some news that I found out that a subscriber and a viewer showed me or sent me this article, and it's about dreadlocks in the military. I didn't see anything like that when I was in the military. So I'm going to read you this article, and it's from the name of the website is armytimes.com. So sorry about the sun. It's just a really sunny day today, and I'm happy it is because my dreads are drying, by the way. So here we go. This is the name of the article is called New Army Regulations OK Dreadlocks for Female Soldiers. The Army released a sweeping update to grooming and appearance regulations on Tuesday that, in addition to authorizing religious beards and head coverings, also opened the door for female soldiers to wear their hair in dreadlocks. The services have grappled with the issue of black women's hair in recent years, as some argued that the hair regulations put an undue burden on those with thick, coarse hair, forcing many women to spend time, money, and discomfort on straightening or wigs. Wait till that goes by. If they didn't choose to chop it off. The Army's compromise is not to let women wear dreadlocks along the same guidelines already allowed for braids, cornrows, and twists. That is, they must be all of uniform size and shape, evenly spaced, and up to a ½ inch in width. I wouldn't qualify for that. Look at my dreads. Those rules came down in late 2014 after a regulation change earlier that year banned twists outright. At the time, the changes prompted backlash from some black soldiers who expressed concern that the rules were unfair and effectively outlawed natural hair. A sergeant in the National Guard took another measure. She petitioned the White House, calling for the commander-in-chief in order reconsideration of the rules. The Army defended its decision, saying hundreds of women were involved in the process of developing the new female hair standards. Okay. The new female hair standards. This sounds funny. So members of Congress subsequently intervened by calling for action by then Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel, who ordered a Pentagon-wide review of hair policies. The Pentagon? Is it really that important? Jeez, gotta get the Pentagon involved. As a result of the review, the Army went back and undid that move while revamping rules for several other hairstyles popular with black women, though dreadlocks remain off the table. Of course. Let me get into this. I'm gonna move into another location because it seems really dark or either sunny or what. So, all right, you can see me here, but I don't want to have to hold up the phone. Let's move on over here. Let's see where it's a little drier. Let's come over here. Maybe you'll see me here. Oh, sit on this porch straight. But yeah, here's what I think about all this razzmatazz. I think that for people to expect the Army to accommodate someone with dreadlocks is ridiculous, because what the military stands for is conservative views, conservative outlook. They're not into alternatives. They're not going to eventually accept somebody with freeform dreadlocks in the military. That just doesn't make any sense. And it doesn't make any sense for black women to expect the Army or any branch of military to be flexible for their hairstyle, because the military doesn't embrace your natural self. They want you to be a robot and to just look like everybody else. Because you know what they mention, like if you have, it has to be uniformed and all this kind of stuff in a certain size. There's no way that anybody with freeform dreadlocks would be able to be in the military. So I don't think people should try to like seek out like any kind of rights when they're in the military, because you don't have any rights when you're in there. I know because I was in the army. I was discharged. It was a general discharge. And I was in the military and I didn't like it because it was controlling. They just wanted you to be a robot and just, you know, follow their instructions with no questions asked, no matter what it is. So, and when you, it like programs your mind when you're in basic training, when you're following those kind of instructions, and then when you leave and graduate, you're still in that mindset. It's mind control, is what it is, you know. And anybody who is black in the military and wants to change things like that from the inside is fooling themselves. Seriously. When I was in the military, what kind of hairstyle did I have? I had like a TWA, which is a teeny weeny afro. Before I went into the military, I cut my hair because I had so much damage on it from all the crap I was doing to it, which you can learn about in the past shows on this channel. I did all kinds of crap to it and it damaged it, so I just decided I'm just going to start off a clean slate. So when I was in the military, my hair was growing in, and then I had a TWA, and I was taking care of it, maintaining it. It was easy. All I had to do, I had bought this shampoo and conditioner called African Pride, and that's all I used. I just washed my fro and conditioned it, and then like combed it out with a wide tooth comb, and that was all I did. But as my hair got longer, I didn't know what to do with it. And it wasn't that I didn't like the texture of my hair. I just felt like it wasn't natural for me to comb it every day. It wasn't hard to comb my hair. My hair is really soft, actually. If you treat your hair the right way, that's the thing, is a lot of moms don't know how to take care of children with this type of hair. And so what they do is they put all kinds of stuff on it, like greases on the scalp and the hair, and when it's firstly, you know, washed and cleansed and it's wet, they'll rake the crap out of it, and then you look at the comb, there's so much hair in the comb. That's what I observed as a child when my mom used to do my hair. I'm not blaming her. She didn't know any better. That's just how they did it, you know, back then. For her, you know, her mom probably did the same thing with her hair. And generation go on and on, but then you stop it. And I stopped it because I just didn't like the fact that every time I would comb my hair, there's hair in the comb. And I just felt like that was unnatural. Even if it was a little bit of hair, I just felt like that was unnatural for me, and I just wanted my hair to form freely, and not like keep combing it or brushing it and seeing hair come out of my head. I remember when I was a kid, and it was embarrassing. My mom took, because I wanted to get a carefree curl, and there was a beauty salon, and I talked about this a little bit in a video a long time ago, I think. And she took me up to this beauty salon, and my brother wanted to get a carefree curl, so he got one. And then my mom, when she brought me in to get it, she's all looking at the beautician and says, "Can you make my my daughter's hair beautiful? Can you make her beautiful?" And it's like, that's what's gonna make me beautiful, is giving me a jerry curl or a carefree curl. So anyway, beauty, man. Nobody knows the true meaning of it, do they? So yeah, I mean, I don't feel like people should expect that from the military, seriously, because it's just an institution, another institution, another place where you're supposed to obey the rules, and you're not supposed to be there making new rules. They put those rules in place, and you're not allowed to change them. You're not. So I don't know why people feel like they should go into institutions and change the way they're working. That's the same way I feel about the government when people think, oh, we got this new president, he's going to make all these changes and stuff. This guy doesn't have any control. He's just like a face man and telling you all these things, but he's not really in control. It's just like with the military. The people, the workers and all that, they're not in control. They got to look a certain way, they got to dress a certain way every day. They can't just let loose and relax and be themselves. They just have to be this robot taking orders all the time. So, and I'm not speaking just out of the side of my fucking neck. I was there, like I'm saying. So if you want to read, yeah, I have a little bit about it in a blog, but if you want to watch, a video where I talk about my military experience. You can check it out on this channel. I think it's under Spirituality Talk on the playlist. So, and I could talk more about that experience if you like, and you could leave that in the comment section below. But other than that, that's all I have for you today for Freeform Dreadlock Talk, and I hope you found it helpful. Hope you found it encouraging. And for those women who are not in the military and were in the military and they wanted to freeform but they couldn't, now you can. You don't have any control over you, and you can do what the hell you want with your hair. Not a lot of people want to do this because it's too daring and bold, but what it is for me is just my hair expressing itself. And everybody's freeform dreadlock journey is going to be different. Everybody's freeform dreadlocks are going to be different. And if you expect to go into a military branch and have people expect you like this, how you are, then you're kidding yourself. Alrighty guys, thanks for joining me today. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for the likes and shares. And thank you for your kind comments. You leave your comments down below and let me know if you've had any experiences like where you were in the military and you wish that you could wear more natural hairstyles. Let's get real about this, okay? Why are you trying to change things like this, such a rigid structure? You're not going to. And why should you even bother with such a rigid structure if what you're wanting to do is just have your own natural hair and let it be how it is? It's not about acceptance of who your natural self when you're in the military. It's about you conforming. Feeling like you're joining the Borg, like the Borg from Star Trek. I mean, that's pretty much my experience of the military. So, alrighty guys. Also, if you want to support this channel, you can donate $1 or more to my PayPal at kdaddytmama at kdaddytmama@comcast.net. I'll have the links down below, and you can add like a question you'd like to see me answer on an upcoming show. And it could be pertaining to what we talked about today or any of the other topics that I discuss on all the shows that I cover on this channel. So yeah, thank you for joining me today. Brightest blessings to y'all, and I will see you soon. Oh, and I'll have the link to this article in the description below. It's not a long article, but if you want to go there and if you want to go to Army Times, it's armytimes.com. They have other articles up there too. So, alrighty guys, take care of yourself, take care of your hair, and keep it simple. That's all I have to say about freeform dreadlocks. For me, it's like keeping it simple. And I'll just show you my hair as it is. See it, it's the back of it. The back comes into the sides. I don't know if you can read. Like the ones in the back will like come over here, but yep. And they're all the different lengths and all in different sizes. And that's something that's not going to be accepted in a conventional type of structure. You know, you don't go in there and try to change it. It is what it is, and just don't have any parts of it because it doesn't embrace who you are naturally. Your hair is beautiful, and love it for what it is. Alrighty guys, I will see you soon. Brightest blessings to y'all.